Howdy, howdy, neighbors. This is DJ Davenport. Welcoming you and yours to another Access to Bluegrass, a 1-hour bluegrass show brought to you every week at this time by this station and HARPER and Communication Arts, a business-to-business communication. And grants from the Northern Indiana Bluegrass Music Association in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Western Michigan Bluegrass Music Association of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and the Central Michigan Bluegrass Music Association of Lansing, Michigan. Today we have a gentleman, a single act all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, the Alderman in Modern Entertainment. The Emlyn Theater of New York says he's a great, one of the best received shows in 6 years of their series. A suburb singer and picker, Billboard Magazine's record review. Randall was born and raised in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. Began playing the guitar at age 5. At present, more than 120 of his songs have been recorded by top named artists, from country singer Vern Gosdin to the folk artist, and from bluegrass legendary Ralph Stanley, the Southern Gospel greats, the Kingsman Trio. Randall thrills audiences all over the country. He travels, does solo acts from coast to coast and throughout Canada. And with no further ado, the gentleman that we have really grown to like, and he does a great job of just entertaining you. From Nashville, Tennessee, Randall Hylton. It's all yours, Randall.
Well, I went to a cafe down the street, best dang catfish ever did eat. I'm on my way. I'm a-going back to Alabama. Louisiana, hot sauce, gravy, and grease, heartburn, pain lasted a week. I'm on my way. I'm a-going back to Alabama. I bought me a Ford at a used car lot. A two-door limo is what I got. I'm on my way. I'm a-going back to Alabama. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Show me a salesman a man can trust. I'm on my way. I'm a-going back to Alabama. Some folks say an old hippie won't steal, but I caught 3 in my cornfield. I'm on my way. I'm a-going back to Alabama. One had a bushel, one had a peck, one had a roasted ear tied around his leg. I'm on my way. I'm a-going back to Alabama. Look at old Sal sitting on the porch, shouted her name till my throat got a hoarse. I'm on my way. I'm a-going back to Alabama. Hey there, Sal, what do you know? Show me a grin while you're painting your toes. I'm on my way. I'm a-going back to Alabama. I'm going back to Alabama. Going back to Alabama. Let's see if we can do another song here. I do a lot of bluegrass festivals around the country, and that's one of the songs I do right there. Here's another song about a bluegrass festival. This tells the story about a little old lady who wanted to go camping at a bluegrass festival. And of course they held out at campgrounds, and she wanted to find out more about it, and this is how it all came about. Mayfield was a sheltered spinster lady. She wanted to go up camping at a bluegrass festival. She wrote a 2-page letter to the festival committee to ask about the campground, the facilities and all. This was to be her first trip, so she was apprehensive, especially about the bathroom, C-O-M-M-O-D-E. And she was too embarrassed just to come right out and spell it, so she abbreviated it with the letters B.C. When they received her letter, the committee was bewildered. Not a soul could figure out what B.C. meant at first. Then the chairman realized that Miss Virginia Mayfield must be asking them about the local Baptist church. The chairman wrote a letter and it said, "My dear Miss Mayfield, thank you for the interest you have shown in our BC. I'll try to put your mind at ease and answer all your questions. And once you've used our BC, I'm sure you'll be relieved. Our BC sits on the right just 9 miles down the highway. It will seat 200, even more with folding chairs. The last time that I went was a month ago last Sunday. It was so crowded I stood up the whole time I was there. Some of our folks pack their lunch and make a whole day of it. It pains me that I can't find time to go more regularly. And it might interest you to know the BC crowd keeps growing, but we have planned a potluck supper to help us buy more seats. So, Miss Virginia Mayfield, when you pull into our campground, tell the people at the gate to call me on the phone. I will have my wife Moselle to go with you the first time. We'll both be glad to sit with you and make you feel at home. Okay, Miss Virginia Mayfield and the BC, let's do a little steel guitar song for you here on the guitar. Okay, steel guitar rag. And before I go any farther, I want to introduce you to my two girls. This is Michelle, the blonde bombshell here. And over here, leaned up on the guitar stand. Over here is Sylvia. And I named my guitars, you know, because it's just the three of us traveling together. And I have to hold them close to my body over long periods of time. And besides that, I got the idea from B.B. King, the blues singer. Now, B.B.'s got a guitar he calls Lucille. And I figured, you know, if B.B. had one woman on stage with him, I ought to have two. So I named my two guitars. Let me do a sad song for you. I don't do many sad songs, but this is a sad song about a little girl. My sister Wanda Dalton, and I wrote this about 20 years ago. It's called Slippers with Wings. Susie was 3 when she first blessed our home. We loved her as much as a child of our own, but her little legs were all twisted and frail. It was never meant for Susie to be well. She just said to her brown puppy dog, little scampy, I know it won't be long till I'll run and play tag like my friends. God's sending me pretty slippers with wings. She loved to watch the kids on the playground nearby. They'd call Susie's name, she'd wave and say hi. Her tiny teardrops would leave a window stain, but it wasn't like our Susie to complain. She just said to her brown puppy dog, little scampy, I know it won't be long till I'll run and play tag like my friends. God's sending me pretty slippers with wings. Susie turned 4, but her tiny hands grew weak. Pain took its toll, and the color left her cheeks. Christmas Eve came, and we prayed by Susie's bed. I can still hear the last words she said. Mommy, mommy, there's a man dressed in white. Daddy, look, he's shiny and bright, and he's holding some ribbon and string around the pretty pair of slippers with wings. And if ever I was certain of one certain thing, Susie's wearing golden slippers with wings. Okay, Slippers with Wings. Let me play you another guitar song now. This is a song that has been identified with the acoustic guitar for many years. It's an old march tune. It's called Under the Double Eagle. Okay, under the double eagle. I make records. I've got some CDs out, and I do a lot of funny songs. In fact, that Slippers with Wings is about the only real serious song I do. So people ask me, they say, well, how come you do so many novelty tunes, comedy songs, make people laugh? And I say, well, when I started out in this business, I was deadly serious. Everything I did was serious. I mean serious, and people laughed at me anyhow. So I just go ahead and do the song, the novelty tunes. I like to see people laugh and have a good time. I've got an album called True Stories, Tall Tales and Lies. This is one of the lies. Well, now, me and Liz were on our first date. We were sitting at a red light, having to wait. Up walks this old boy with a big possum grin, just opens the car door and gets right in. And I thought, what kind of deal is this? Well, I guess the thing about it that bothered me the most was the way the old boy seemed to feel his oats. He was really getting under my skin, just sitting over there with that big stupid grin. And I thought, what kind of deal is that? Well, I got to wondering about this friend of Liz. I figured any minute now she'll tell me who he is. But we rode along and I thought, man, oh man, 'cause me and him and her was all three holding hands. And I thought, what kind of deal is this? Hey, I'm not any Einstein, but even I could see this whole deal looked all fouled up to me. I knew I was gonna have to nip it in the bud 'cause he was hugging her while she was giving me a hug. And I thought, what kind of deal is this? Well, I knew it wasn't right, but what could I say? I decided I'll wait a while, let it go along this way. But before too long, I was out on a limb 'cause I couldn't kiss her without kissing him. And I thought, what kind of deal is this? So I stopped the car and I said, now look here, Liz. You don't have to tell me who this guy is. She said, I don't know him. I thought he was your friend. I said, if you don't know him, what's he doing here then? What kind of deal is this? Well, I grabbed him by the collar and I yanked him from the car and I said, man, I ain't never seen nobody like you are. How come you keep pulling these kinds of jokes? He said, well, sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. I thought, what kind of deal is this? I drew back my fist to hit him in the face. He broke loose and went running like a snake. Now I'm standing on the sidewalk, just me and Liz. Both of us are wondering who this guy is. Now, what kind of deal is this, folks? If you find out, I wish you'd let me know, 'cause it beats anything I ever saw. Okay, what kind of deal is this? Let's change guitars again. We'll get old Michelle back in gear here and do a fiddle tune for you. I play guitar, but I don't ever listen to guitar songs. I listen to fiddle tunes, banjo tunes, piano tunes, steel guitar. I did the steel guitar rag a few minutes ago. Let's see if we can do a little ragtime Annie on the guitar. Play, Michelle. Okay, ragtime Annie. Well, I'm going to do something a little different for you here. We've got this song out at the Bluegrass shows. I work some Bluegrass shows now and then, and we got a song out there called Let Me Be Your Salty Dog. And I don't know exactly what that means. In fact, after listening to the song, I'm not sure I want to know what it means. But I'm going to sing about 4 verses of it for you and show you how it sounds with some other people doing it. Well, I was standing on the corner with a low down blues, had a great big hole in the bottom of my shoes. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Hey, let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Hey there, Sal, I know you. Run down stocking in a worn out shoe. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Play it, Michelle. Sitting on a log and a finger on a trigger and a howl on a hog. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Let me be your salty dog. I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Well, I'll pull the trigger and the gun set go. Shot fell over in Mexico. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your man at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. Well, there were 2 old maids laying in the bed. One turned over to the other and said, honey, let me be your salty dog. Let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your hog at all. Honey, let me be, just wanna be, let me be. Here's the man in black, Johnny Cash, singing the Salty Dog Blues. Well, I was standing on the corner with the low-down blues. I had a great big hole in my Kmart shoes. Hello, Sal, I know you. I don't care if I do-da, 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 do-da. I just want to be your salty dog. Hank Williams Jr. I am very proud of how much I can drink. And if I didn't have my daddy to sing about, I wouldn't have many songs to sing. All my rowdy friends have quit drugs and got religion, but I still get stoned and sing Salty Dog, 'cause it's a family tradition. Oak Ridge boys, Salty Dog, papa, mow, mow. Salty Dog, papa, mow, mow. I'll shoot, hey, way. Freddie Fender. I bet you haven't thought about old Freddie for a long time. He had a hit song long years ago, and he sang half of it in Spanish. 2 old mates lying in a bed. One turned over to the other and said, siéntate sobre mi tostado, salty dog. Roy Orbison, hello, Sal, walking down the street and them shoes, tied on the feet, pretty woman. I pulled the trigger and the gun said go. Shot fell over in New Mexico. Mercy. Now for all you hillbillies, probably the greatest hillbilly singer that ever lived, Ernest Tubb. I know he's dead, but so is Roy Orbison. I'm getting ready to do Elvis. Some people think he's dead. Ernest Tubb. told me I could be your salty dog. When that Texas moon shines in the fall. But now, my little darling, I am not your hog at all. You have gone and left me, you ran off with Butterball. Okay, that's a Texas troubadour. Now here's the singing ranger, Hank Snow. The buns are ready and the onions feel I've heated the charcoal and I'm ready to grill those salty dogs, those old hot dogs. And the beans are baking and the chili's making, get the salty dogs. I want you, baby, from time to time. Don't you put no mustard or ketchup on mine, my salty dog. I want a mayonnaise dog. Look what you made me do. I was talking to you and burned the salty dog. Okay, George Jones. This is how George sounds when he's in rehab. You won't be my salty dog. You won't even buy me alcohol. I'll just break right down and fall. You won't be my salty dog. Elvis Presley. I saw him get out of a UFO in Detroit last night. He was looking for Michael Jackson. I won't be the sweet little man. No, you're a salty dog. Well, let me be your salty dog. I won't be your hog at all. Honey, let me be your salty dog. All right, well, that's a salty dog blues with some other people singing it. Let me do you one more imitation here. Everybody does Willie Nelson, you know, because Willie's easy to do. Let me see if I can do Willie. This is Willie Nelson, who's singing a Metamucil commercial. On and come on again. Just can't wait to get on and come on again. Metamucil brought mine, where is doing it? I can't wait to get on and come on again. I can't wait to get on and come on again. Okay, a little bit of impressions there, impersonations and all that. Well, I've probably got about 4 more minutes left in this segment, so let me sing you a little guitar song, and then I'll go into well, I'll do a little tribute to Merle Travis here. Merle Travis is the guy who's credited with popularizing thumb and fingerstyle guitar. Let me sing a couple of verses of a song that he made famous from Western Kentucky, and then I'll go into a little instrumental that he also made famous, and the title of the first is 9-Pound Hammer, and the title of the second is Cannonball Rag. That 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy for my size, honey, for my size. Roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go? Hey, am I going down the mountain? Gonna see my baby. I ain't coming back. No, I ain't coming back. Roll on, buddy. Pull a load of coal. How can I pull when the wheels won't go? Don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels won't go?
you, Randall Hylton, for this great show you did for us. You're welcome to come back anytime you're in our area. We thank you so much.